So the final game of the first night of the play-in tournament is done, and it was a pretty one-sided game. Not gonna lie, the Sacramento Kings took down the Golden State Warriors 118 to 94 in the game where really Sacramento led and dominated the entire way through. And there are a few things that we definitely want to unpack about this game, and a main question is going to be what should we expect for the Golden State Warriors future. But before that, let's go ahead and do a quick recap. Not too much really to talk about in this one because it was so one-sided, but a couple of things to still talk about. So for the Sacramento Kings, we knew they were not going to have the depth, right? They have all the injuries. We knew it was going to be very, very starter heavy, and they were going to have to find one or two guys outside of De'Aaron Fox to really step up and, score points, right? If they're going to want to win, you were assuming Sabonis was going to be one of those guys that was going to step up. He did, giving you 16 points, 7 to 14 shooting, 12 rebounds, 7 assists. He played good. He played physical. He did what you wanted to do. But you got a lot of help from the rest of the starters. Harrison Barnes gave you 17 points. Ellis looked good. 3 for 4 from 3, 15 points. That is great, but of course, Keegan Murray went off. 32 points, 10 to 20, 8 to 13 from the three-point line, 9 rebounds. That performance right there is the type of performance you get typically when you play at home, right? When you play at home, typically, the role players and to shoot a little bit better, and build themselves, get the crowd behind them. Sacramento already some of the craziest fans in the NBA. We were definitely rallying behind this team, felt the energy in the arena all night long, and they played like they had a chip on their shoulder. They played like this was the team they wanted to play. Because remember, Golden State Warriors took them out in Game 7 of the first round of the playoffs last season. So now, a one-game playoff series in the playing game, and they were able to take care of business and do what they were supposed to do. Very, very one-sided, man. They look good. They look good. They look like the team, if you ask me right now, especially because we don't know if Zion will be playing Friday. They said it was left leg soreness. He will have to go get an MRI tomorrow. So if he is hampered anyway, I could definitely see the Sacramento Kings getting in at that 8th spot. And that could be a very good and dangerous team. Remember, last season they were a 3 seed, but of course, you still got to give Malik Monk back if you want to make a serious run at all in the playoffs. But of course, tonight it looked very, very good. As for the Golden State Warriors, I can't really say the same thing because early in the game they looked very stagnant on the offensive side. They went for a lot of lobs in the first quarter that did not work. Shooting, they didn't shoot the ball well at all as a team and individually, right? Going 10 for 32 from the three-point line, shooting just 31% from 3. You got outshot by 10% essentially, or 15% rather, essentially by the Sacramento Kings from three-point line. They hit 18 of their 39 three-point shots. And then Klay Thompson, a lot of speculation, right? What is he going to do? What is his future? Of course, back in the starting lineup, started tonight. Played better at the end of this regular season, but tonight was not one of those nights. 0 from 10 from the field, 0 for 6 from the three-point line. Goose Egg, 0, nada, nothing in the point category, and he played 32 minutes of basketball. Is this it for Klay Thompson? We've been talking about it. Made plenty of videos because we know that the Golden State Warriors ideally would like to get out of that tax situation, right? They do not want to be luxury taxpayers if possible. Removing Chris Paul, which is pretty much a certainty, right? Was a non-guaranteed deal. You can go ahead and avoid that. But Klay Thompson, man, we don't know. To this day, we don't know exactly what the offer was. We knew there was a report saying that we're offering Klay Thompson a contract at the beginning of the season. It wasn't where he wanted. The number wasn't where he wanted it to be. Of course, they did not come to an agreement. And then this season happened. Klay Thompson did not play very good basketball. Once he moved to the bench, he played a little bit better, picked it up towards the end of the season, but not the Klay Thompson that we are used to seeing. And then going 0 for 10 in a game of this magnitude with the season on the line, that's not going to help out at all when it comes to the future. Which leads to the next question. Is the Golden State Warriors dynasty as we know it, is that over? I believe it is. I believe it's over. Of course, the Lakers knocking them out of the playoffs last season was a very big indicator that, it could be time to start figuring out what's the next move for Golden State. Losing their president, GM, that type of stuff hurt them. But go back through. You pretty much have one last season. I think everybody kind of knew that this could potentially be it, just if they did not go far, especially with Klay Thompson and his future in limbo. And I think after this performance, after seeing what the Warriors did at the end of the season, remember they won more games in the regular season this year than they did last year. That shows how competitive and how tough that Western Conference is. Because they were only a 10 seed, they were a 6 seed last season. The West is only getting stronger. It's only getting stronger, and I don't think you can look at Golden State and say they will get better as time moves on. And that is the harsh reality, at least in my opinion. That is my reality of the Golden State Warriors. I don't see them getting better. Can they stay the same? Can they stay stagnant? Can they minimize how much they regress? Yes. But your star players are getting older. You see the decline in the play of a lot of them. And I mean, Steph Curry still being Steph. He's still playing great. But Draymond Green, obviously not the same Draymond Green as from a few years ago. Still effective, but not the same Draymond Green from a few years ago. Klay Thompson, definitely not the same Klay Thompson. Andrew Wiggins, not the same Andrew Wiggins as their championship run team, where he played a vital part in winning that championship for Golden State. I mean, so you look at guys, maybe some young guys could step up. That could be a possibility, but I think when you think of the Golden State Warriors dynasty, right, you're thinking of the Splash Brothers, you're thinking of Draymond Green, you're thinking of keeping those 4-3 together. And I'm not sure. Maybe it happens at a discounted price for a Klay Thompson. We heard rumors that Orlando could be interested in trying to come in and pick him up because they could use somebody that can shoot. But Golden State specifically, with Klay Thompson, with Draymond Green and Steph, I don't think we see all three back. I just don't see it. After how the season ended, how the season just went in general, I don't think so. And it's bad to see. It sucks to see, right? Even as a Laker fan, you love to see great teams and you want to compete with great teams, and every team or every run comes to an end. And I think we're at the end of the road for the Golden State Warriors. So you guys let me know what you guys think about that, man. Do you think Golden State will bring it back or run it back? Do you ever see them getting back to the top of the mountain that you've seen them sitting at for so long? Or do you kind of think that time has came and is gone and we will never see them back at the top again? Let me know your guys' thoughts and opinions in the comment section below. As usual, hope you guys did enjoy the video. If you did, please do me a favor. Go ahead and leave this video a like and subscribe if you haven't already. It's DLloyd. I'm see you next time. Peace.